shot 13-3. Moog with some very good saves to keep Dallas in the game, and they have just continued to work.
Chance in front, and a save by Vernon. For a moment, he didn't know where it was. Paul Broughton almost got his second of the game.
Again, the puck just kind of sliding through behind the Detroit players, and Paul Broughton takes off, ends up with the chance, and Vernon has to make the save.
Today at the Eagle Test Drive sale, Sam...
Ready for the goal. It did redirect. Number 21 in front for Detroit is Bob Airy. Goes off his skate in behind Vernon, and Klatt gets the goal to tie the game.
It is Klatt unassisted, a power play goal. 11:25 to go here in the third period at Joe Louis Arena. In game one of this Western Conference quarterfinal. 3-3 to score. Steve Yzerman with the puck. Back pass shot by Lidstrom, way wide of the net. Around the boards, Bob Rouse keeps it in. Moog steering it. Taken over by Todd Harvey. Now in the middle, Dean Evason. Evason scored a shorthanded goal in this game. Evason, Broughton, and Klatt, the goal scorers for Dallas. Yzerman leading Nicholas Lidstrom. Lidstrom across with Darren McCarty. Blocked. Matvichuk trying to clear it for Dallas. Can't. Darren McCarty has it. Lidstrom turns. Long shot saved by Moog. 32 shots on goal for the Red Wings. 29 saves in the game for Andy Moog. Paul Coffey playing it in the corner. Slava Kozlov gets to it. And now the fans alive. McCarty with a shot. Save off the chest of Moog. Mike Kennedy able to clear the zone. Coffey recovers for Detroit. Collision along the boards. Backcourt, Slava Fetisov. Paul Broughton on him. Kozlov trying to work it to a teammate. Stolen by the Stars. Gilchrist has it. His shot blocked. Battle in front. The puck deflected over the glass. Paul Broughton and Paul Coffey were wrestling with each other in front of the net.
Paul Broughton's been a factor in this game, hasn't he? Going to the net, he scored a big goal earlier, and now he's trying to get position in front along with Paul Coffey, who knocks him down. But this Dallas team, they stay on the puck. They frustrate you. They cause you to turn it over. And this time, Coffey on top of Paul Broughton. Well, if I'm Coffey, I don't want to let him up either.
And Mike Vernon got a swipe in with the stick.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Coffey, man heading for the Hall of Fame. The highest scoring defenseman in NHL history in goals, assists, and points.
And he doesn't seem to be slowing down. He's still one of the best skaters in the league.
Buffalo, Philadelphia, quite a game there. 3-3 in the third. And St. Louis maintains the 2-1 lead on Vancouver. Devils with a big 5-goal lead in Boston. Fedorov. Back pass, shot by Coffey as he was going back, knocked down, shot by Brown, hit the post, the rebound, score! Slava Kozlov on the rebound. The Red Wings finally got a rebound chance, and they cashed it in. Detroit with 9:45 to go. He blasted off with that one.
And it starts with Sergei Fedorov behind the net. There's Paul Coffey. The quick shot is gloved down in front by the defenseman. Now the shot off the post. And Zamolik, who had lost his stick on the play, couldn't defend against Kozlov. Number 5 in front is Zamolik. No stick. He was able to bat the first one down with his glove. Here it is again, right here. Zamolik, a good job, but he doesn't have a stick. And Kozlov will end up in perfect position. And he just bats it right underneath Andy Moog after that shot came off the post.
Slava Kozlov, who scored 34 goals as a rookie last season, 13 in 46 games this season. 23-year-old Slava Kozlov from Russia, a third-round draft pick in 1990, has given Detroit a 4-3 lead. Red Wings have led 1-0. They were tied 1-1. They went to 3-1, and the Stars rallied to tie it. And now it's a 4-3 Detroit lead. Ramsey able to clear the zone. Primo gave it up to Matvichuk, and now Kevin Hatcher. The Let's Go Wings chant has gone up from the sold-out crowd here at Joe Louis. The puck was touched with a stick above the shoulder, stopping play. 9:22 remaining in this third period. That octopus may be coming out a lot here. Joe, what do you think?
There it is. The crowd's back into it.
What do you think about the stats on that octopus?
43rd season. They're
5 pounds 4 ounces.
Oh boy, the old tradition here in Detroit.
Well, they haven't won since 1955, the longest drought of any team in the NHL, and the Red Wings hoping this will be the year. Paul Cavallini for Dallas. Keith Primo takes over. Ray Shepherd to the right. Primo moving in against Molek. Molek stays with him. Good work by the Dallas defenseman. Sean Burr, number 11 for Detroit. Knocked away by Cavallini to Peter Zezel. He's checked there by Keith Primo. Cavallini has it again. 8:50 to go in the third. And the Red Wings leading 4-3. Fetisov looking toward the net. Went through the defenseman, and a save made by Mogan. Now we have a pileup in the net. Sean Burr for Detroit, Brent Gilchrist for Dallas, among others.
Yeah, pardon me, Sam, but after Moog caught the puck, I'm not sure if he was bobbling it or not. He looked like he was having a little trouble with it. And then Burr finished up. He has the stick in there, and Moog doesn't like it.
Lifts it clear, blocked by Nicholas Lidstrom. Rolls to Andy Moog. Hatcher tries again. 4-3. Detroit leading it with 8:25 to go in the third period. Paul Coffey able to move it clear. Bounces down off the glass. Kevin Hatcher back for it. Pressed by Darren McCarty. The go-ahead goal was Kozlov from Brown and Coffey. Was Mike Kennedy shooting it. A save by Vernon. Rookie Kennedy getting a chance. Airy moving it. Coffey drives it around the glass. Comes down to Steve Yzerman. The goal by Kozlov, the only even-strength goal of the game for Detroit. McCarty shot off a stick. Bounces down off the glass. Mike Kennedy, number 39, plays it. He bangs it off the glass and out of the zone, all the way down. This will be an icing on the Stars. Kozlov with the touch. The whistle stops play. 7:40 to go in the third period. The Red Wings have not lost a game this season when they took the lead into the third.
And Scotty Bowman, the master coach of the Detroit Red Wings. At the start of the season, we talked about 1955, the last time the Detroit Red Wings won the Stanley Cup. Well, Scotty Bowman took a picture of that 55 team and has it hanging in the Detroit dressing room.
Just a reminder.
Yeah.
Scotty Bowman, 913 regular season victories, 226 playoff wins, 6 Stanley Cup championships. 23 seasons as a head coach, 4 with St. Louis, 8 with Montreal, 7 with Buffalo, 2 with Pittsburgh, and 2 here with Detroit.
And he's coached in the finals 9 times.
He's the master. 7:33 remaining, another icing whistle against the Dallas Stars. Mike Donnelly skating back. Sergei Fedorov with Slava Kozlov and Doug Brown. They've had 6 shots. They've come up with 3 points in the game.
Now Fedorov with 1 point in this game, even though he hasn't had all that many shots. Some of the things that he has done defensively, though, have been outstanding, including hitting some people when
probably
he has a
the hit of the game on Kevin Hatcher.
No question.
Ramsey's pass intercepted by Mike Donnelly. Stars have to go back and recover. Paul Cavallini has it. Corey Millen taken down, penalty call. It's on Fedorov. He got the stick up on Millen. Millen's a short guy. He was bent down. Fedorov had the stick up. Knocked him down. Fedorov will go up, and Dallas with another power play.
Well, Millen goes down early. He just tries to hook the stick, but he catches him in the left elbow. And as Millen was turning off balance, he's again not a very big guy, easy to knock down, and Fedorov with just a little bit of a tug on the left elbow with the stick. Millen goes down, and the Stars again have another chance.
Sergei's reaction, it's a joke. Fedorov, 2 minutes for hooking at 12:49. The Stars' 6th power play of the game. They're 1 for 5.
Players
They
never
scored on the last one.
Players never think it's a right call.
I don't think I've seen any player who actually felt he committed a penalty.
I haven't seen any of them go up to Kerry Fraser and say, yeah, you made the right call. Good job.
Talking to Kerry Fraser before the game, the referees are chosen for the playoffs based on merit and evaluations during the course of the regular season. Throughout each playoff series, each playoff round, they'll be evaluated by their supervisors of officials, and the ones who do better on the ratings will go on and continue working in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a 100-point rating system. They start the regular season with 16 referees, and they break that down to the top 11 going into the playoffs, and they continue that procedure throughout.
Here come the Stars. Greg Adams to Dave Gagne. Backhands it, tipped on goal. Vernon stopped it with a left pad and covers up. 6:53 to go in the third. Detroit holding a 4-3 lead. Dallas on the power play.
Vernon on the play. Dave Gagne just throwing the puck to the front of the net. A little bit of a deflection. Vernon was actually leaning to his right, but using those quick legs of his is able to keep the puck out on the short side.
Vernon with a word for his defenseman. Chris Draper against Dave Gagne for the faceoff. Gagne with Adams and Harvey, Matvichuk and Hatcher for the Dallas power play. Draper back after taking some stitches when he was clipped by the stick of Kevin Hatcher. Gagne won the draw. Hatcher couldn't tee up a shot around the boards for Todd Harvey. Now it's Dave Gagne. Put it in front, intercepted. Good play by Sean Burr to clear. Minute 25 to go in Fedorov's penalty. Richard Matvichuk, 22-year-old defenseman, gets to the red line and drives it around the boards. Greg Adams tied up with Chris Draper. Bob Rouse sends it all the way out.
Detroit doing a good job killing this penalty. The Stars are trying to dump the puck in, and they're trying to be the first one to the puck, but it's Detroit that's getting to the puck first. They're getting good support, and they're able to clear the zone.
Hatcher toward Donnelly, stopped by Ramsey. Konstantinov tries to gain control. Able to get it to Steve Yzerman, who brings it out. Into the Dallas zone, 45 seconds to go in the Stars power play. 5:50 to go in the third period. And the Red Wings with a 4-3 lead. Hatcher drives it in. Konstantinov for Detroit took a hit from Millen. But Bob Ehre tried to clear. Was knocked down. That's a hand pass. Was knocked down with a glove by Paul Cavallini. Went to his own man in the offensive zone. And that is ruled a hand pass. Next week, Sergei Fedorov takes his moves on the road. The NHL on Fox begins next Sunday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time with 4 regional matchups, including the Red Wings at Dallas, Game 4 of this series, and the Rangers facing Quebec in Game 5. Check your local listings for the game and time in your area. Of course, Rangers in Quebec Game 5 would be if necessary. We don't know yet if it will be necessary. Quebec leading that series 1-0. Game 2 is tomorrow night in Quebec.
You might have Monday through Saturday off, Sam.
Well, the Rangers lost a tough one, but as Mark Messier said after the game, they need to come out angry that they gave up the lead last night. It should be interesting to see who starts in goal for the Rangers in Game 2.
Good point. Healy played well down the stretch.
Yes, he did. Kevin Hatcher moves it past Mike Donnelly. Trent Klatt tied up with Konstantinov. Millen going for it. Keith Primo takes over, and here comes Sean Burr with Kevin Hatcher back. Burr kills off the final seconds of the Fedorov penalty. And the teams are back at full strength. Good kill by the Red Wings. 5:05 to go in the third, and Detroit holding a 4-3 lead in Game 1 of this best-of-7 series. Vernon gloves it, leaves it for Paul Coffey. Steve Yzerman.
Now the clock really working against Dallas, a low-scoring team. They just haven't had many chances, even strength on Mike Vernon in this game this afternoon, and now less than 5 minutes to go and trailing.
About 10 shots on goal the Stars have here in the third period. 19 for the game. Detroit has 36. Coffey took the skates out from underneath Mike Kennedy. Big hit by Airy. And a whistle as the puck was touched with a stick above the shoulder. Play stops with 4:34 to go in the third period. And the Red Wings leading 4-3.
On May 19th.
And I've been trying to tell them this year that you have to win games that you score 1 goal or even 2 goals.
And he's got his team believing.
That was interesting. Paul Coffey and Yzerman were brought in by Bowman, as we talked about earlier in the game, and they talked about the sell job, and Yzerman said, sell job? It wasn't a sell job, it was a tell job. He told us how we were going to play.
They really improved their defense. They went from 16th a year ago in goals against to 2nd in the league this year. Icing his whistle against Detroit. Of course, in the third period, the faceoff will be brought back deep into the Detroit zone. So look for Paul Cavallini. The Eastern Conference games began last night with Washington pulling a surprise in Pittsburgh, coming from 2 goals down. They were down 3-1, pulled the rookie Jim Carey, and came from behind and won that game 5-4.
It was a gritty game where Washington came out. They hit everything. They kept on hitting and plugging away. That's a team with a great deal of character, and Pittsburgh not playing that well down the stretch.
Back to the action, and the long shot went wide. Final seconds of that game in Boston, New Jersey leading 5-0. And I really think the difference in that series could be the goaltending of Martin Brodeur versus the rookie Blaine Locker.
Locker with a good season, but when it comes to the playoffs, you need the experience.
Fedorov moving in, cuts in, and he's hit by Hatcher. The rebound, the save made by Moog as he went out on Kozlov. Kozlov puts it in front. It was blocked. Hatcher moved it aside. Greg Adams lifts it clear. Red Wings in control. Paul Coffey lifting it into the Dallas zone. On goal, stopped by Andy Moog. 3.5 minutes to go in the third. Detroit leading 4-3. Peter Zezel sliding it across to Brent Gilchrist. Off a skate and wide of the net. Ray Shepard back for it. Off the glass, into the crowd. Deflected into the crowd. Stars want to face off in the Red Wings zone.
And should probably get one. Well, Fedorov with another terrific chance. This time using his speed, he'll cut in. And there's Hatcher, Kevin Hatcher. All 6'5" of them, waiting for Fedorov to come to the front of the net. And Fedorov has had a good game, as has Kevin Hatcher.
And Hatcher wanted to get back at Fedorov with that big hit earlier in the game.
I think so. He hasn't forgotten.
Devils win on the road. And they beat the Boston Bruins in game 1 of that best-of-7 series. Look at that game. They're going to overtime in Philadelphia. What a game. Flyers without Eric Lindros. 3-3 going to overtime.
Buffalo has to be thinking he's out of the lineup. Let's try and steal one as quickly as we possibly can before he comes back.
St. Louis hangs on and wins game 1 against Vancouver. Look at that score. 2-1. Tough, hard, low-scoring game. And the Blues win game 1 tonight. Calgary home against San Jose. Chicago home against Toronto. Paul Broughton able to keep it in for Dallas. Bob Rouse plays it for the Red Wings. With 3:10 to go in the third. Each team with 2 goals here in the third period. Red Wings led 1-0 end of the first, 2-1 end of the second. They had a 3-1 lead, but Dallas rallied to tie it. Now it's 4-3 in favor of Detroit. Zezel plays it deep. Slava Fetisov works it back to the other side to Ray Shepard. In front to Fetisov. Nice pass out of the stick of Keith Primo.
Oh, good job getting the puck out of the zone by Detroit. They didn't panic. They held on to it, made a couple of good passes, and were able to clear the zone.
Gilchrist had an open man, but it went off the leg of Konstantinov. Paul Broughton was open in front, but he couldn't get it through to him. 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Andy Moog out to play the puck. Paul Cavallini tried to hit Corey Millen. Millen taken out of the play by Bob Airy. Richard Matvichuk with it. Forechecking is Darren McCarty. Cavallini spun around away from Yzerman. Matvichuk has it. Yzerman's had a good game for Detroit.
He really has, scoring a power play goal, but he's played well defensively. He's killed penalties effectively.
Donnelly's pass was blocked. This is Bob Airy. Just drops it into the Dallas zone. 1:50 to go. Kevin Hatcher heads up ice. Gets it back from Mike Donnelly. Avoids Darren McCarty. And it was broken up. Good play by Nicholas Lidstrom at the line. It was an offside whistle against Dallas, but Lidstrom stood up nicely at the line.
Well, they've got to keep an eye on Kevin Hatcher moving up on the play.
In the West, this is game 1. Detroit and Dallas. They'll play game 2 on Tuesday night. The night games, Toronto at Chicago and San Jose at Calgary, begin tonight. And game 1, St. Louis beating Vancouver. They'll play game 2 of that series on Tuesday night.
Well, it's an offside. And the reason it's an offside is Detroit has their players back. That forces Hatcher to make a little lateral move just outside the blue line, just enough to allow the winger on the other side to get over the blue line before the puck and the offside. Good job of defensive hockey on the rush by Kevin Hatcher.
That's the year. They are well aware of it here in Detroit. The names that year were Gordie Howe, Ted Lindsay, Alex Delvecchio, Terry Sawchuk, even our friend Bill Dineen.
Yeah, our good friend Bill Dineen, now with the Philadelphia organization as a scout.
That's right,
Coach
former
there
coach
last year. That's right. Sam, there's one name. Howe is on all 7 Detroit Stanley Cups. And this probably is going to be the last year for Mark Howe. Could be an omen.
Mark Howe in the reserve defenseman role, coming back from an injury. He skated prior to today's game. And he's ready to play if called upon. 1:15 to go. This is going to be an icing. No, Moog's going to play it. Had to play it away from Fedorov. The great speed of Fedorov negated what would have been an icing on the Red Wings. Forced Moog to play it. Moog's trying to get out of the crease to go to the bench for an extra skater. 1 minute to go in regulation time. Detroit with a 4-3 lead. Fedorov moves across and controls the puck. Fanned on it. Kennedy almost took it away. Dave Gagne's got it. Andy Moog to the bench for an extra skater. Centered and blocked by Coffey. Around the boards. Mike Kennedy is hit by Kozlov. Stars with 6 skaters on. Their net is empty. They trail 4-3. Fedorov still with the puck. Fires around the boards. Blocked by Cavallini. Coffey tries to move it. It comes to Gagne. The backhander saved. The rebound. Cavallini couldn't get to it. Moved by Doug Brown out of the zone. 22 seconds to go. Stars pulled their goaltender 13 times this season, but never scored a goal. Kozlov whacked by 2 Dallas players. Konstantinov sending it down. The Red Wings are going to win this one. Game 1 to Detroit. The favorites hold on. It wasn't easy.
No, it wasn't. They nearly scored at the end. Paul Cavallini had a chance.
There's actually 0.3 of a second still on the clock. There was a whistle. Scotty Bowman said, "What happened?" His team wants to celebrate the victory. There's 0.3 of a second on the clock. There will be one more face-off. But it really is for naught. They'll drop the puck. But this game belongs to the Detroit Red Wings.
And Dallas came close. They kept working. They kept coming. Vernon had to make a good save. They were crashing the net. Paul Cavallini had a wonderful chance on a rebound to the side of the net. Could not put it in.
I get the feeling, Joe, that this is the way the series is going to go. Andy Moog will keep his team close, but Dallas, I don't think, has enough to get by Detroit.
Their only chance, Dallas's only chance, is to keep things slowed down, hope that Moog plays outstanding in goal, and hope that they get a few breaks. Today wasn't one of those games where they slowed down Detroit enough.
The Jeep player of the game is Slava Kozlov, who scored the game winner. Jeep is proud to donate $1,000 in Vyacheslav Kozlov's name to the Amateur Hockey Foundation of his choice. There's only one Jeep. And that's it. The Detroit Red Wings with 3 power play goals And then the game winner by Slava Kozlov have won game one of this best of seven Western Conference quarterfinal series, taking the Dallas Stars 4-3. The Stars, a tough comeback. They got it tied, but Detroit won it.
Proper etiquette begins at breakfast. We pour the cereal, we select the spoon, chin up,